Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy 005 Dynasty. I'm back with another video. And I like doing this, man. I like doing these little vlog type videos and showcasing stuff about my life. It's been a big part of like my YouTube career the last, couple years. And just chilling out and just showcasing like my past and my history and stuff, right? So, just recently my YouTube channel was getting, hit with a lot of views. I was in the algorithm for, speaking on, the sample-based community and like my opinion and compared to everybody else's opinion, right? So I'm about to go to sleep right now, but I was just like, let me see what type of images I got on my phone, right? I wanted to see if I still had these images, and I still had a couple. I don't have a lot, man, because these pictures were taken in like 2009, because I went to the school called IAR, which is the Institute of Audio Research, and it was in Greenwich Village in New York City, 64 University Place. So I went there in like 2009. I was part of the 2010 graduation class, and I wish I had more pictures, but I was going to school to learn about music. You know what I mean? I wasn't thinking about taking pictures, and I don't think the selfie game was that big back then. Maybe it was. I just wasn't a part of it, right? So, man, when I'm looking at these pictures, right? So here's one. My friends from school, same thing. This is the inside of the school. You can see the mixing console back there. You can see all of the outboard gear, the monitors. You can see the booth, the studio back there. Teachers, that's Gary, Fritz. Students, going out. And you can see I'm always taking the picture, right? Taking a quick little snapshot here and there. And look at that, man. Look at this red right there. Like, he's a dope producer. And it was so cool to see like all these people, everybody had like something different about them when it came to the music industry. Like, I did a video and I was talking about like the two drummers, and let's see the two Caucasian guys to the left. Those were the two drummers right there, actually. That was like showcasing their styles. Man, so dope, man. So dope, man. Like, oh, there's some food. I made breakfast for the kids, man. I got the little ones. But it's so cool to look at these images. I hope you guys have images of your past, man. Don't like delete them. Don't throw them away. And matter of fact, take them. Take pictures every day or every other day, man. You can look back on this stuff. So, I wish I never stopped doing music, man. Because after this, I stopped doing music. Like I think around like 2009, 2010. Like by the time 2011 came around, I was completely done with music, man. Like I gave up on it. I didn't see no point in doing it anymore. It didn't feel good to me. And the main reason why it didn't feel good to me is because I had nobody to work with anymore. My twin brother, he went his way, I went my way, because we were homeless. So when we was homeless, my twin brother helped. He actually helped me get up on my feet a little bit. I was sleeping on his girlfriend at the time. I was sleeping on her floor. That's how I messed up my back. I really messed up like the disc in my back, sleeping on the floor. Don't do that, guys and girls. But I had to. I was paying her rent to sleep on her floor. That's kind of a crazy story too. I think I'm gonna tell that story one day. But anyway, then the girlfriend that I had at the time, which is still the same girlfriend I have now, she helped me get my place and get up off of that floor. And, the rest is history. So me and Legend went our separate ways. We weren't living together anymore. So he's trying to take care of his life. I'm trying to take care of my life. And we're basically trying to rebound from being like literally homeless, man. So I gave up on music, man. I literally gave up on music. I wasn't going to do it no more. I just, every once in a while, like if I had like a computer next to me, I'll probably say, oh, if I had the itch to make something, I would go to find my CDs. 'Cause it was CDs back then, you know what I mean? I would go find my CDs, and then I would go download like the pirated version of Fruity Loops. It wasn't even FL Studio at the time. It was Fruity Loops. Or it might have been FL Studio at that time, but I think I still had the pirated version of Fruity Loops. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would download on the computer and I would just go try to make a quick beat really quick. And it was a sample. I was downloading samples. So since I was doing samples and I also didn't have anybody to work with, I wasn't even thinking about the game anymore. I wasn't contacting anybody. I wasn't trying to shop. I wasn't trying to shop beats because that wasn't the type of producer I was. I wasn't trying to be an industry producer. What I was trying to do with those beats was I was trying to make those beats for my twin brother Legend. So so when he stopped making music on a consistent level, there was nothing for me to even make music for because I wasn't making music for me. It's so crazy to think about that. I never started making beats for me, and I was never trying to get a career off of making beats. I would literally go in there and in my room, and I would try to download samples and make beats specifically to see if Legend liked it. And if he liked it, he might have rocked on it. But if he didn't like it, then that was scratched. That was scratched, and I would go try to find another sample, try to make a beat for him. So every time I sat down and tried to make a beat, it was never for me. It was never for anybody else. It was only for him. So it's kind of crazy to think about that now. So when I wasn't around him and we were just trying to get back up on our feet, I was just going to work every day. I'm like, I got to make money. I got to make money. I'm traumatized. I'm like, I can't never be homeless again. I don't want to be on the streets digging in the garbage can or like pulling clothes out the garbage that don't even belong to me, or like just trying to like sell everything that I had left on me to get some food. You know what I'm saying? Like I sold all my DVD. I had a DVD collection. It was like almost 1,000 DVDs. You know, back in the days, you could get those DVDs, and I sold them all to get a hot meal. I sold, you know what I'm saying? We had the original Xbox, sold it. Legend had the original PlayStation. PlayStation 1, 2, I think it was PlayStation 2 at that time. I can't remember which one he had, but he sold it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're getting rid of everything, man. Everything, just to eat every day. So, yeah. So now when I left Legend, you know, he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. I'm focused on just making money, just trying to survive and just pay my rent. And this is like, I think this is the first time I was on my own paying rent, like as an adult. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm like, yo, I can't mess this up. So I'm making sure I'm working. I got 2 jobs. You know, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had my job that I was working at when I became homeless, and then I went and got another job. I was working at a CVS overnight. So my whole day was like, it was taken up with just work. I would go to one job. I was working at the Boys and Girls Club. Then when I would leave from there, I'll take the bus, go home, and then I'll eat something really quick. Because once I got off the bus, it was like a walk. I had to walk like 45 minutes just to get to my house, get inside, eat, and then go to sleep. Wake up, just enough time to run up the block, because it was like 15-20 minute walk to the CVS job, 24-hour joint. Then I would start my shift at 10 o'clock at night, work all the way until like 8 o'clock in the morning, go back home, eat, sleep, and then wake up and go back to the Boys and Girls. It was repetitive, man. It was just work. So it was no beat making, man. It was no beat making. It like maybe a little bit of beat making, maybe a little bit. I mean a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then around like 2010, 2009, I had went to school. You know what I'm saying? And then from like after that, after 2009, 2010, towards the end of 2010, going into 2011, it was like totally a wrap, man. Like I was done, man. Done. I didn't come back into the music game, and I mean, literally, I didn't come back into the music game until like 2018, 2019, and that wasn't me coming back into the music game. That was me just saying like, man, I got an itch to do it again. And the only reason why I had the itch to do it again is because I saw an advertisement for the MPC Live, man. So I'm looking at this advertisement. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this is an MPC It had a big screen on it. You could just move kind of quickly on it. I'm like, I want to try that. And I always had the mindset of like, yo, man, like I wanted an MPC back in the days when I saw Arsonist. You know what I'm saying? Arsonist of the Heat Makers. When I saw him on Smack DVD using an MPC, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I want to do that. But I never had hardware gear like that, so I didn't know how to use it. So in 2018, 2019, when I saw the MPC, I wanted to get it. I was like, yo, I told my girl, like, I want to get this, man. I want to get this. I want to try to make beats again. And she was like, you sure? Like, you haven't done that in like 10 years, basically. She was like, you sure? I'm like, she's like, you going to use it? I'm like, yeah, man, I want to use it, man. Like, yeah, I'm going to do it, man. And because she know I never made beats like that. I always use FL Studio. That's on a computer. I never hit the pads. I don't know how to program. I don't know the software. I don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely didn't know that the new MPCs were really, really different from the old ones. So I'm not even thinking on that level. I'm like, let me just get it. You know what I'm saying? So we wound up ordering it. So, you got paid monthly. Cause I didn't have the bread to buy the thing outright. So I'm my girl helped me out. She got the perfect credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's do this shit. So I get the MPC and I start making beats. No, I didn't start making beats. I said, well, I don't wanna sample. That was one of the things that killed my passion for making beats anyway, because I didn't feel good. I didn't feel like I was making music. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was just taking from other people. So I said, I want to do original. So I'm like looking at gear. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I don't know. So I said, all right. I said, I want a white studio. So I'm like, I want to build my studio over. I want it to be white. So I ordered some white Yamaha monitors. I didn't even check whatever else was on the market. That was the first thing that was white. So I just bought them. Like, I'm just doing stupid shit. I'm not even lying to you, man. And then I wanted a keyboard or something. I wanted it in white. But I was like, let me get a synthesizer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to use a synthesizer for my hole in the wall. But I ordered the Waldorf Blofeld synthesizer. I just grabbed it. You know what I'm saying? I ordered like a little Akai mini controller keyboard. I'm just ordering stupid shit. I ordered a white key step. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then I get all this stuff in. Then I ordered a Waldorf Strifet because that's a string synthesizer. You can create strings kind of like from scratch. You know what I'm saying? So I get all this stuff and I'm like, I start messing around, plugging it up, and it don't sound good. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to use the MPC. And then it's so funny, like the Waldorf Blofeld, the effects don't sound that great on there. And then the Strifet, that the effects don't sound good in there. So I do a little research, and they was like, oh, why don't you get like outboard gear, like guitar pedals and things of that nature to pair along with your synthesizers and stuff. So I start buying guitar pedals. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with any of this stuff, man. But it's so crazy. So like 2018, 2019, I'm starting to try to mess around, but I don't know what I'm doing. So I give up on it. So the MPC sat for like a whole nother year, man. Like between 2019, 2020, around that time, between 2018, 2019, and 2020, the MPC sat for like a year. I can't give you like exact dates. But then like around like 20, inside of 2020 was when I started to pick back up again. Said, let me try it again. And that's how I got back on YouTube, and I started to search up for tutorials. I didn't even know there was a tutorial game like that on YouTube. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. In 2020, when I started to look up tutorials, I didn't know it was like that. But I started to find all these YouTubers that do tutorials, man. All these content creators. Sure enough, man, I found them, man. They're out there. So. And that's when I got back into the game. But then when I got back into the game, I was like, I don't want to sample. And I said, I do want to create original, but I don't want to do trap beats. I don't want to do drill beats. I don't want to do boom bap. I don't want to do none of that. I want to create my own genre. So inside of my own heart, I wanted to be original, and I wanted to create my own genre. Two extremely hard things to do, man. Extremely. You got so many people putting their impressions on you. It's like almost like you're forced to do a drill beat, a trap beat, whatever. But I'm digging deep inside myself to say, nah, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. No matter if people hate you, they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? And that's like kind of like where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to be original and create something new, not something that's been done before. I'm not trying to use somebody else's mind. But anyway, so the reason why I'm doing this video is because the crazy thing is, like, I really wish I didn't quit music for all those years, man. I mean, I did gain. There were things I did gain in. Like, I was still doing graphic design a little bit, right? I was playing video games, and I was working on building like a gaming clan. I was playing Gears of War, right? That's the main game we were playing. But like, Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, and then Call of Duty, maybe Destiny. Like, you branch off Minecraft and stuff like that. But what that taught me was, it taught me how to like deal with people, multiple different types of people. Because when you're building a clan, everybody that comes into your clan, they're gonna have their own, what I'm saying, personality. They're gonna have their own stuff that they're going through in life, positive or negative, drama. You know what I'm saying? So you start learning how to deal with multiple different types of people and personalities. And at the same time, I said, well, I want to build a company using the clan, similar to like what's these other clans? I forget their names, but it'll come to me later. But and and I said, if we could do it together, like these other gaming companies, we could be big. So it gave me the mindset of being on the business side of things. So if I never stopped doing music, I would have never got the mindset of creating a business, and I would have never got the mindset of like learning all these different personalities and how to deal with them. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of good that I went that route, because then I was able to get 005dynasty.com, learn how to build a community website. You know what I'm saying? Learn about marketing, learn about getting my content out there. You know what I'm saying? Learn about studying the internet, studying SEO, and studying like how the internet changes every 3 years or so, or 5 years or 10 years, and all these different things that happens that I would have never even learned if I was just sitting there trying to sample and make beats for the last those 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy, man. Like your journey, man, is there for a reason. But I appreciate all the stuff that I learned when I wasn't making music, but I still wish I was creating music, because that's like 10 years. I don't think you understand, like 10 years of not creating music. You know how much knowledge I would have gained in that time, and all the stuff I'd have went through for music. I probably could be like, let's say, your famous top sampling bass producer that's out there. I had Fruity Loops. I had one of the very first versions of Fruity Loops, similar to these other producers that were sampling and getting placements back then. The only difference between me and them is that they had connections. If you look at their stories, go look at their documentaries. They knew people that knew people. They knew people that were working with these artists that were mainstream artists. So they got bumped up right away. I never had that opportunity, even though I had the same software as them, even though I was sampling similar to them, even though I have sample beats that are similar to theirs. You know what I'm saying? So right now, if the roles were reversed, I could be the type of person that's a hip hop legend, just off of sampling and just looping, not even doing full fledged shots, just as long as I got a placement and the person went triple platinum. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy, dude. Not saying I would have liked that, but I just wish I would have never quit music and I would have kept going with it. But it's a catch-22. I wouldn't have gathered these other skills. So it is what it is, man. Just trust in your journey, everybody. Even if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to fight and argue with me. Just ignore me or hear me out. I always tell people, man, take all of the knowledge in, man. Don't fight the knowledge. Don't fight the knowledge, guys. I'm telling you, man. There's so much knowledge that I've gathered throughout my time on this earth. If I would have fought some of it, I wouldn't be in the position that I am, man. Actually, I'll probably be dead. All the stuff the drama me and my twin brother Legend was getting in. You know what I'm saying? Like, take all the knowledge in, man, and just use the bits and pieces when you need to use them. That's what you do. Take it all in, use it when you need to use it. So, for example, if 005 Dynasty is saying like, yo, go out there and create original, don't take a sample, you know what I'm saying? What I'm basically trying to say is, don't limit your skill set to the only sampling. Learn the original way. And I mean, really learn it. Learn it the same way you learned that sampling way, and you could make a banger with that sampling way. You should be able to make a banger just being original, so that if the opportunity arises, you won't be stuck, and you won't have to tell somebody like, "Yeah, I only sample, man." Yeah, yeah. And they if they're saying, "Listen, man, I really like what you do. I like your style, but we're not going to get no sample clearance. We need original for this film. This is the new Jurassic Park film that's about to come out." And I'm saying, your cousin told me you were dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I hope y'all guys get what I'm saying, man. Don't take me as a person who's hating, clout chasing. Don't think like, oh, you know, I mean, so many things I can say because y'all been saying so much stuff. Take me as a person who's just passing along some knowledge that you might need in the future. You might need this knowledge in the future. Even a little piece of my knowledge you might need. A little piece, that's all it takes sometimes. I'm telling y'all, man. A little bit. You're like, oh man, I remember that. And it'll help you in the bind. It'll help you in a situation. It'll help you get out of a jam. This your boy 005 Dynasty, man. Don't say I didn't tell you, guys and girls, man. Don't say I did not tell you. Don't forget to Google me. And don't forget to add me on the other social media platforms. Hit me up on Instagram. Yeah. You can talk to me on my website. You can register to 05dynasty.com. You can talk to me on there as well. I'm about to get up out of here. Peace out, everybody.